Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 is one of my favorite Need for Speed games of all time. Definitely in my top 5. Yeah, it's actually my 5th favorite Need for Speed game of all time because of it was a heck ton of fun, and it's definitely the best supercar like Need for Speed game. And it's allegedly, I'm saying this allegedly, take this with a grain of salt. It might not be fully true, but Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 is getting a remaster by Stellar Entertainment, the guys who made Burnout Paradise Remastered. And that means, and another thing about this, kind of like Burnout Paradise Remastered, is that's coming to the Switch, which I think is a good thing, since it'll make the Switch's third-party racing game library a lot more interesting, because all what we have so far in terms of very mainstream racing games, we just got Burnout Paradise Remastered, WRC8, Redout, and Crash Team Nitro. There's a few in there that are good, but there's not enough mainstream racing games for the Switch. Like, there's no Need for Speed, and probably until Hot Pursuit Remastered, if that ever happens. But there's no, there's no Grid 2019, but we got Autosport, which Autosport bored the heck out of me. It was lacking so much content. And then there's Asphalt 9, which I've already made a video about. It's pay to win. It's always pay to win. And just many more. So Hot Pursuit 2010 is going to have a remastered release this year, if it's actually true. So I think this is a good thing. Like, Hot Pursuit 2010 is one of my favorite Need for Speed games of all time, like I said. So what I want, so if there's one this year, I would like there to be a Need for Speed remaster every off year. Like, we're not getting a new Need for Speed game this year, but we will next year. So for every off year, I think there should be one remastered. Probably Hot Pursuit 2010, The Run, probably for ones that, for companies that are still around, probably Hot Pursuit 2010, probably, Shift. I think they should do Shift remasters, and probably other ones like Most Wanted 2012, heck, maybe even Rivals for, like, the next-gen consoles. Probably do that, all that, but they'll probably have to be for companies that are still existing, since I'm not sure if Stellar Entertainment can actually remaster a Need for Speed game made by Black Box, since they're not around anymore. Same thing with EA Seattle. So, Hot Pursuit Remaster. So, Hot Pursuit 1, Hot Pursuit 2010, it sold extremely well, so if this is coming out, it's probably going to sell like hotcakes for a Need for Speed game. And it's coming to a Switch, which is an awesome thing, since I'm kind of getting motivated to buy a Switch right now, but I'm probably not going to do it for a while. Because of the third-party racing game, library is kind of lacking, but this is going to be extinct for the Switch. And so, I wish that each year we get to get a Need for Speed experience, like a new game or a remaster. And that's what I kind of want there to be. And what I'm hoping is on the remaster Hot Pursuit 2010 is that the game has all of the DLC with it. Since on the PC you didn't have any of the, there's like barely any DLC with it, because that's like mod those cars into the game if you wanted to drive them. Hoping it's all with the remastered version when it's coming. I am so excited to hear that this is true. I'll totally buy it. And then the online community for the first version of Hot Pursuit 2010 is actually still active to this day. And it's on the PC, so yeah, they're still active to this day, and they're still kind of strong. There's some issues with the PvP and stuff like that, but it's not really that major. So that's the news that Need for Speed Pursuit 2010 could be getting a remaster. And again, I just want to tell you this might not be true, okay? Just take this with a grain of salt, guys.